Whoa, we made it! I don't know why me hosting would cause that, but, you know, we'll just give this a shot, I suppose. Glass is pretty darn expensive this time, and silicon is pretty darn not. Where is the iron, though? Iron here, iron there. Iron not quite everywhere. Iron up here. See, but the silicon's down here, but the silicon is cheap, but it's not going to stay cheap. And suddenly that makes things difficult. No rush 5 minutes. That's the way weak people play.
Expansive colony.
I actually kind of want to just found last, and I want to found down here. I wonder if I can get away with that. No, I can't. No, I can't. Well, this place is still here, so I'm just going to take it. Look at that! Look at that carbon price. I mean, look at this aluminum price, but look at that carbon price. I'm actually going to... Do I wait? I mean, some people have aluminum, but not a lot, and they're still going to want to use it. I don't know. Maybe we wait. Mint to found is robotic. Oh, man. Do we just do this? No, I don't think so. I wish we could buy some claims. We need to buy something. Let's just buy this. If we can get aluminum before too long, we'll just take one, I think. I'm just going for it, whatever.
Expansive colony expanded.
Take one aluminum. Take this water. And then what? What after that? Just some glass? I think just some glass. Buy up a little silicon. We do have one claim left from founding so late. Okay, he's producing silicon now, but he is going to be consuming every last bit of it. We'll just buy up a little more for the time being.
Pirates. I hate the black market this online.
I don't know what we're going to do with these two tiles long term. For now, hopefully they're okay. I don't actually have any clue what to do with this at all. We'll just do this, right? Let's actually sell down that water as it's coming in, not waste it, go into debt or anything. And the reason we bought this up at all was just to have a little bit of a buffer in case anybody got tricksy with the silicon. That was it. Everybody's finding new ways to have their game broken. Isn't it wonderful? Speaking of wonderful, wonderful would be getting this upgrade done. Take this, do this. Not quite yet. Let's sell this down. Let's just auto-sell it. Put that up. Could use a goon. That would be nice. 7 seconds. Oh, it's going this way now. It's going to the right. I don't like that. New claim! Ah! I was hoping. No one else used that deal. No deal. No deal at all. I'm just gonna keep pushing on this because it's actually a really big deal if we get this. Like, that'll let us get down some serious food production.
The black market is
Alright, there we go. We're all linked up now. I do want this guy still. We'll just throw it down there. Really need to get this up soon, which means I shouldn't be selling steel, because who knows what that's going to end up doing to the price. At the end of the day, don't need to be selling water anymore. Do need to be getting into a little more of my food production. And then we can get this down. Let's go ahead and auto-sell for the time being. There we go. Anybody else making food? No. So we're not going to keep selling food. Let's just get these geos online. 20 seconds till we can buy a boost. That'll be a pretty big deal. We just don't want to sell food for everybody else. I mean, yeah, we're like getting debt, not getting debt because of it. Look, it's fine. Don't worry about it. That's all I'm saying on the matter. I'm so convincing. Don't worry about it. It's not important. But it's not. You should listen to me. Believe me. I know what I'm talking about. Here goes our boost. 23 on Asimov. Oh, we caught a dirty rat! They were trying to break our stuff, after all.
We're not surprised.
Unfortunately, there's somebody disappointed in us. We had to go for it, though, right? We had to go. We didn't have to go for it. We definitely wanted to go for it, though. I'm actually really surprised these are here, because didn't he maybe do these before we did these? I don't know. It would have been really close. No! Our boosted geotherm is now rubble. That's what we get. We got greedy. Let's just upgrade instead. What do we want to do with our upgrade? Patent lab is probably a decent idea. Let's get one of those down. Could go into a little extra steel just because it's a little extra steel, and who doesn't like a little extra steel in their life? And then I'm actually just going to do this, because what on earth are you guys doing? Actually, there's somebody already gotten water pumps down. I'm not going to bother trying to get into that market with this going on right here. It's just a fake market. It doesn't actually exist. Can't pay attention to it. Well, we'll just hold it, actually. Let everybody wonder where it's going to go. It is kind of interesting with all these geos up. Let's see, the glass is still acceptable. Nobody's really killed that yet. Can't tell if somebody's stupid or that's the actual water price. Fair enough.
Expansive colony expanded.
Man, he expanded and he's still sitting on a crazy amount of money. I don't know how to feel about that. Asimov buying all kinds of shares of his stock. I'm just going to do this again. Go ahead and move into my own stock as well. Let's just sell down here and here. Okay, water's dying now. I just kind of want to finish this up very quickly if I can. We'll auto sell a little bit. There we go. Oh, look what's happening over here. Unacceptable things.
We're not surprised, just disappointed in you.
That's alright. They can be disappointed in us all they want. You know what we're disappointed in? This. 2, 1.
The black market is online.
Okay, what do we want to do from here? We've got some amount of... We have this thing sitting here, and I'm not using it at all, which is usually a terrible decision. So I'm going to go into thinking machines, because I don't want to think about anything else I need to actually think about. Let's see. Virtual reality would also have been a good idea. We're still scientists, so this is not the end of the world, although not pleasant either. Power is dying rather rapidly and never coming back. The good news is we only committed 2 claims to it, so it's not actually the end of the world. I actually kind of want this cash. I don't want to take this upgrade right away, because I need this cash to buy this guy, and I really want this guy. 10 seconds. I don't want to throw the dynamite around that we purchased, just because people need Offworlds eventually. Power is irrelevant, so why bother? Really want this guy. There we go. Let's see. There are spies, and there are holograms. There's a hologram actually out for somebody right now. Definitely worth paying attention to. Let's take HQ5. Move into some more water stuffs. Let's see. I did want to kind of get this pleasure dome down. Maybe right here. Maybe that's okay. Maybe this is better. Maybe it doesn't matter at all. Let's just go there and guess and hope.
Expansive colony expanded.
Could add a little more food as well. These guys are still technically making money. That's the best I can say about them. Are you serious right now? I want this just so I can scrap it. I just want to scrap it. Let me get rid of it. I don't even care. I'm blowing it up. It's going away. I'm serious. I'll just scrap this thing.
We caught a dirty rat trying to break our stuff.
Why would you try and break our stuff? That's so rude. Oh, that's so rude. Alright, I never got into silicon in this game, but I'm kind of okay with it. Let's get a start on carbon scrubbing. Because carbon scrubbing is always carbon scrubbing. I don't think I need to explain myself there at all. I'm gonna let this finish, because we're getting rid of this thing. And we're putting an off-world here. I don't even care.
The black market is online.
We're gonna hologram it too. Just you wait. It's gonna be amazing. We are waiting to scrap it until the other one finishes, by the way. Like, I'm not crazy. We're just letting that happen. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this guy, because I really would like to secure carbon scrubbing. That would be pretty fantastic. After that, we're actually a little bit free to do what we would like. And we don't need that much. Slant drilling might be okay, but it's not... it's pretty good. Because we can dump over here with some electronics and such. Maybe get out of this aluminum. Use slant drilling to get away with that. Maybe go into some chems here, sort of thing. Actually, here we can just go this, for all I care. They're a little vulnerable to power surges, but whatever. My big concern right now is the fact that, once again, you know, as usual, we have a ton of debt. And I mean like a ton of debt. It's disgusting. Network virus! Oh! I can't scrap the building now. How infuriating is that? On the other hand, why would somebody virus... Did they assume that it was hologrammed? They probably thought it was hologrammed. Amusingly enough, it means I can't scrap this. However, it's still making decent money because I do have virtual reality. So... not the end of the world, as it turns out. I'm going to keep buying into myself. I am a little bit worried about the fact that this scavenger right here seems to be absolutely and completely annihilating the rest of us. That is the word that I choose to use. He also has an off-world building, unfortunately. So, we would like to tear through that. I'm just going to start throwing dynamite at it.
Just disappointed in you.
And I am going to cook the books a little bit, just for our debt problem, because, I didn't have anything else I really wanted to buy, so cook the books just makes sense, I think. Check Offworld. We are kind of looking at food again this game, so we'll get started on those. Extra claim would be nice, but not absolutely necessary. Teleportation would be good, since I went for this. One claim left. I was holding that intentionally for an Offworld at some point. No! I clicked the button! Arrgh! I clicked the button. I blame us losing the game on that. Because I clicked that button. No, I did. I got carbon scrubbing, we got slant drilling. Slant drilling isn't really doing a single thing for us except stopping other people from having slant drilling. I'm a little worried about power. Power's starting to go a little silly again. Let's get in on that. Sell down some oxygen. Just try and get this last little bit of our stock secured is what we're doing right now. That way it's done, we don't have to worry about it anymore. Pleasure Dome's still making stupid money, so whatever. Let's see, teleportation almost finished. At that point, we'll get a flood of electronics. Not a flood, but, you know, a decent number. Let's go ahead and make that a full triangle at this point. Still ignoring the price of carbon, as we should be. Still in trouble when it comes to debt, as we shouldn't be. That's my big concern still, is this whole debt problem we have going on. Constantly. We definitely need more power production, it seems.
I hate those filthy bastards.
And silicon, unfortunately, isn't looking too great for our electronics, which is very, very sad. No power. You're just silly.
Let this be a lesson to you. Screw with us.
Well, we could get nanotech just for scrapping stuff. We could just move into an off-world, potentially. We're sitting at a B rating now. Asimov has been cooking the books like crazy to hold on this game, which is fine. I did need to do this, because that is definitely an off-world. Asimov built an off-world market. Where is it? Never mind. And then there's other ones here. It's pretending, but we know better. Alright, that's some power production, which is good. We need some more stuff, though. I guess we can move into power again. People aren't really doing the whole power thing. Unfortunately, everybody's sitting on a ton of cash, and we still have no Offworld online. And that leaves us in a bit of a pickle. Bit of a pickle. Could have gotten Cold Fusion, Perpetual Motion, Nanotech. All these things would have been acceptable. Let's just instead do this. And we're making sure to do this during an auction so everybody knows it's happening. That way we're not cheating. Because that's all holograms are. They're cheating. If you don't want to be a cheater, make sure to telegraph all of your holograms so that everybody else in the game knows what's going on. Because if they don't know what's going on, how are they supposed to counter your off-world market? I mean, come on, that's just rude. I don't know why you would play that way. It's just rude. Water's kind of stupidly expensive. I'm still going to keep blowing this up because Asimov is still terrifying with a ridiculous amount of money. Probably just sitting on water this whole game, honestly. Like, everybody else has no water, and he's just sitting there like, I'll just make water all game, and then the game's over and I won. And how did that happen? It's a pretty good idea. He's also sitting there on a massively ridiculous carbon, which is a little frustrating. Looks like he just chose to repair his Offworld. Or something. Maybe this Offworld? Because he just lost a huge amount of money. And I mean a huge amount of money. Like, that was ridiculous. Dust storm is going on, which is reducing our food's effectiveness, but we're still going to stay in the food. Because, of course, with these Offworlds online, the food should stay pretty strong. Staying in this until I can safely transition into another Offworld. Which might be... No, we can't hologram it or really defend it in any significant way. And there is dynamite this game, so maybe we decide to be patient. Look at all the little ding 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 ding. By the way, stock's being bought. Hey, maybe you should pay attention to me, and I'm a tiny little sound in the background. It's interesting. Pay some debt. What do we do from here? Besides watch Asimov win the game. Is this done yet? This looks done. Let's pull it up again. I'm just sitting here really, really hoping I was right on that read this whole time. Because if not, I'm spending tens of thousands of dollars blowing up a water pump. But I'm pretty sure we're okay. Let's see. Dynamite's getting expensive. Asimov says stop it. I should tell Asimov that he should stop winning the game if he wants me to stop blowing up his Offworld. I'm just saying. It's kind of rude. Let's auto-launch some oxygen. Let's stop auto-selling oxygen for the time being. I don't know what to do from here. Like, we could buy into Herbert. We could just pay down a ton of debt. We could. That might be the right call. I wanted it. I wanted that 9,000. Would have been so good. Science free and then silicon. So one thing we can do if we get this is go ahead and just like throw it at a patch of silicon and just be like, yeah, money, sure, why not? Speaking of money, yeah, sure, why not? We do have an awful lot of fuel to use. I'm gonna hide it! 50,000 on that. Well worth the cost. It wasn't worth the cost. No, it is worth the cost, this guy. I'm just going to throw him here so we make sure to get stuff quickly. I don't really care what we get there. Perfect. Electronics. Look at that. $900 a second from those electronics. That's not bad. Just 3 tiles. Bam. Done. Clark also has a rather large amount of money at this point. Unfortunately, I don't know where any of his Offworlds are. There's a freeze there. See, this mostly looks reasonable. Except for this guy. Okay, here we go. 50k on that, though. That's expensive. Still auto-launching there. Launch a little food instead this time. 76 on that. Alright, they're getting into it with each other, so we are just going to be rude and sneak in and grab the other guy. Make sure we can grab up everything we can grab up, shall we? Defend that. Hey, it looks like a patent lab. Excellent. Should probably be launching food, but that would require being good at the game. We do have 1 claim left from Magic Claim Land. So we're going to put that into Pleasure Dome. Right over here. A little far away from our other Pleasure Dome. sea levels of debt for us is not particularly pleasant, but we did just pay interest, so I'm not going to worry about it. 221 to clean up Mr. Yellow here. That's not too bad. Boosting his Offworld, it looks like. Not going to worry about that either. We're just going to sit here and be like, yeah, food, electronics, they're good. I don't actually... If I'm going to commit into anything else, it kind of needs to be chems, but that's okay. We can even transition into chems now, I think, acceptably. Because fuel is nothing, we have carbon scrubbing, and steel is also nothing at the moment. Dynamite's already getting pretty expensive. Don't know who's going to win this race. Probably Clark, by the looks of it. Not really pleasant for him, but if he gets it done, that'll be good. Freeze onto the farm here, that's good, or that's good for us. Didn't notice I was being bought, says Herbert. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to keep track of, I'll be honest. Let's see, what do we want to actually do from here is the question. Let's go ahead and auto-sell these chems. Virus is just fine for us. People apparently trying to find our Offworld unsuccessfully. I do want to keep using these, because we need to push past this buy and to the next. We're very close to that. This launch should just about clean it up. We definitely need to be auto-launching food. Let's just cancel there. Network virus again. Nobody can find our Offworlds. They are cleverly hidden as solo buildings. Alright, Game Slayer's dead. Looks like Clark is still set to win this one. Asimov's selling out. They might work together against me. That would be sad. I'm going to pay down some debt. Just be like, nope, 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 nope. No cheap price for you. The good news is we do have a single Offworld subsidiary. We would like to have a double Offworld subsidiary, though, because I'm pretty sure these other two guys are running on double Offworld. We know this is fine. Oh, Blue's got the Death Tacticus. Did he just sell out and that was it? Why would Death Tacticus just... Well, maybe it's actually helpful for us. It makes him less valuable. It actually makes a lot of sense. I should definitely be buying into Blues right about now. He is making chems, so we do not want to sell down our fuel at all. We can keep selling down our chems. I have 2 claims that I earned for killing Game Slayer, so we should use those. Could commit to more electronics. I might actually be okay. I'm not sure about it, but it could be okay. We just committed to fuel. We could commit to some more food still. I think this one's over. We could have committed, actually, just into some glass up here. I think that's what I'm going to do instead. Just commit both to glass up here. That should be fine. Let's keep buying into Blues. We should be able to clean this one up without too much trouble if we don't do anything super stupid. Like I was about to by selling down fuel for no good reason whatsoever. Look at this. This is interesting. This is going to hurt our food income, I'm pretty sure. Blues gives it up, says GG. Game Slayer had a second Offworld at the Super Launch place, so it was a double subsidiary. Well, we can partially thank Death Tacticus for that, but the two big guys kind of just got embroiled with each other. Science ruins everything again. How was I ruining everything? You guys gave me this spot. You can't make me feel bad. You can't. It was the last spot. Nobody took it. It's not my fault. Nobody took it. It's not my fault if you don't take it. Okay, so this was the Offworld market for Game Slayer. It looked like an optimization center, but it should have been pretty obvious that it wasn't if I just glanced at it for half a second, because this is where you put an optimization center. I did have the double pleasure dome going. Look, look. The actual problem was DT attacking me. I mean, so far year-end, I think all that people have said is, it would be cool to do a tournament. If I had any clue what my weekend was going to look like, I would commit to it. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, I'm going to be quitting early today because I have so much to do tonight, and I have no idea if I'm going to catch up on everything I want to do by the weekend. So I can't personally commit. On the other hand, you guys can all do stuff, and then if I'm around, I'll be happy to pitch in. You know what I mean? Let's see. DT, yeah, I figured he made a substantial amount on this carbon. That Gameslayer was just sitting here like, yeah, buy carbon, that sounds good. Then his Offworld kept getting knocked down, and that was a bad day for him, but whatever. I think, yeah, we made a lot in electronics. Blues did too, but we made a lot more. Chems were close to even for us. The rest of this was pretty fine. Once you count in the Offworlds, which you can see here now. A lot better. So yeah, that was fine. It was fine. We just scienced all over everything, and DT killed Blues for us, and it was great. Gameslayer tried to give DT the entire game, but he didn't manage it. And he, of course, tried to do this by founding Scavenger instead of Robotic, because, as discussed earlier in the stream, Gameslayer is a lost cause.